How's it going, guys? Today we'll be transforming the Sony A7III from something like this into something like this. A beefed up camera rig for video production with budget-friendly camera accessories from a company called Uurig. Hi, my name is Ken and welcome back to the channel where we talk about filmmaking, photography, iPad Pro related content and tech. If any of this piques your interest, consider subscribing to the channel as you may learn a thing or two from these videos. So today we'll be taking a look at rigging up the Sony A7III from a tiny compact mirrorless camera into a cinema-like video rig with a camera cage, top handle, monitor mount and so on. Here are all of the parts that I'll be adding to the Sony A7III. This is just a first impression video setting up this camera rig. In the future, I'll be sure to make separate videos explaining about each part in details and how you can use them separately or cohesively. So let's dive right into building and setting up this camera rig. Here is the R063 camera cage for the Sony A7 and A7R Mark III. It would be advised to remove your camera lens and cover your camera sensor to easily install the camera inside the cage. I do find it a little bit hard the first time placing the camera inside the cage. There is a screw on the right hand side that requires to be taken out. After removing it with the Allen key provided, you should be able to slide the camera in pretty neatly. Line up the sides of the cage with the camera body and tighten the screw at the bottom of the cage to secure it. This is how it will look with the camera cage installed, looking pretty beefy already. Next, we will be adding the R008 Universal Arri locating camera top handle on top of the camera cage. Simply position the direction of the top handle and screw it in. You can also flip the handle to be mounted on the other direction based on your preference. Tightening it with the thumb screw should be pretty straightforward. Now on to mounting the R015 cold shoe monitor mount. Here I'm attaching my 5.5-inch viewable f6 Plus monitor. You can easily tighten the mount to the monitor with the thumb screw. And at the back of the monitor, I'm using a NP970 battery to power up the monitor. There are a couple of cold shoe mount adapters around the camera cage, as well as on the top handle. So I've decided to attach this on the top handle. With the monitor mount being able to tilt and swivel around, should be a pretty good location. My Rode Video Micro Mini goes to the cold shoe mount on the right side of the camera cage for recording audio. And the last piece of gear is the R070 Crane 2S Stabiliser expansion plate, which is normally used on stabilizers or gimbals to add an extra cold shoe point. You can use this on the camera cage as well to add one extra cold shoe mount. Simply tighten the cold shoe mount using the Allen key and you are good to go. Here I have a Ulanzi VGIM VL196 RGB LED mounted to a 1/4-inch screw mount on the camera cage to add in some external lighting when recording. This cold shoe mount comes in handy if you run out of mounting positions and it actually solves the problem. In case you want to find out more about the VL196 budget RGB light from Ulanzi, the same company that produces budget-friendly camera equipment, I'll leave a link in the card right here for you to check it out later. And there you have it, a functional cinema rig ready to shoot run and gun video work. My first impression of this camera rig is that it is really solid after assembling it together. Overall, there's substantial weight added to your entire setup, which helps stabilize handheld footages for that unique cinematic look for your video production. Of course, there are tons of customization that you can build around the camera cage. For example, switching up the placement of the monitor, adding extra magic arms, extra handles at the sides of the cage, and so on. But that will be up to me to explore more about the different builds around this camera cage. So be sure to be subscribed to the channel as I will definitely be doing a bunch of separate videos, including talking about each individual item mentioned in this simple camera rig, a review of my user experience with this camera cage 2 to 3 months from now, and even discuss about why you should rig up your camera. That is all I had for you guys in this video. Hope you all find this insightful. If you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment down below. I'll be sure to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Like the video if you actually enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I'll see you all very soon. Stay safe, peace out, and bye bye.